Hi, this quick video for doing this last assignment on our looking at holes, zeros, and vertical asymptotes. This one asks you to look at a graph or look at a description and to come up with the factors for the function that it describes. All right. Okay, so let's look at the first one. Okay. And we're looking at for holes, zeros, and vertical asymptotes. Well, I can see right here there's a hole. All right, and that hole is at x equals -3. Now, if we remember from our notes, a hole is the same expression in the numerator and the denominator. So if we have x minus 3, the factor is going to be x plus 3. So that means our factor is going to look like this, x plus 3 over x plus 3. So that has to be in our equation if there's a hole there. So we're going to put that down here, x plus 3 and x plus 3. Okay. All right. Second thing is I noticed that there is a vertical asymptote here. Just going to call it a vert asymp. All right, so vertical asymptote, and it is at x equals 2. All right, so vertical asymptotes, we know from our notes, are only in the denominator. Only in the denominator. So we're not going to write it in the numerator and the denominator. So we would expect to see in the denominator only, so this is x plus 2, so we would expect to see an expression x minus 2 in the denominator. So we're going to write that down here, x minus 2. All right. This stuff. Okay, then the last thing is we're looking for zeros. Okay, zeros are on the x-axis, right? We also call them x-intercepts. All right, and there's 2 of them. So there's 2 zeros where the graph intersects. So the graph intersects the x-axis right there. All right, and one of them is at x equals -2, and the other one is at x equals 1. All right, so when we're making our expression, all right, whole zeros are only in the numerator. All right, so they're only up top. Can't spell the word numerator. There we go, only in the numerator. All right, and so we're going to have, so this is x, the x is -2, so that means our factor is going to be +2, and the x is +1, so that means our factor is going to be x -1. So that's what we're going to write here is x plus 2 and x minus 1, and we're done with that one. All right, and so that's the way you're going to fill out numbers 1, 2, and 3. Well, actually 2 and 3 because we're already done with number 1. All right, now let's go look at the bottom part of the assignment. All right, and instead of a graph to look at, we have words to look at. All right, but the same thing applies that we looked at for the graphs. This says there is a hole at x equals -6. 6, sorry. And we know that when there's a hole is in both the denominator and the numerator. All right, so a hole is in both numerator and denominator. Those are really long words, numerator and denominator. All right, and so that means, and since this is x equals 6, our factor is going to be x minus 6. All right, so we're going to have an x minus 6 and an x minus 6. All right. Next, we have a vertical asymptote. We know vertical asymptotes are only in the denominator. All right, right, so, and this is x negative 5, so that means we're gonna have x plus 5 in the denominator. And finally, we have a 0 at 2. Zeros are only in the numerator. So we're going to say this is x minus 2, and that's our answer. You'll notice that some of the other problems have more than one zero, more than one asymptote, and more than one pole, in which case you'd have more than one expression for those. All right. So that's number 4. I want to go down and do number 7, where you have to explain your answer. All right. And that's because this says I want an expression, all right, that has a whole at 4. All right, so that's going to be x minus 4 over x minus 4. All right, so we're going to write that here. X minus 4 over x minus 4. All right. And then it says as a vertical asymptote, which we know is in the denominator, the denom. Okay, and that's going to be x plus 3. All right, and now it says find 2 zeros. 2 zeros. All right. Well, so I think I can put just about any number I want in there, with one exception. All right. It cannot be x plus 3. Okay. And why not? Okay. Because the zeros cannot be x plus 3 because they would cancel out the vertical asymptote. I'm okay with you at x plus 3. All right, so I can have anything I want, but not x plus 3. All right, so I'm just going to have x plus 1 and x plus 5. And that works. All right, and so that's how you fill out the second part. You need to have an explanation about why you chose. All right. All right. So good luck with that. Of course, you're in class. You can ask them questions about it.